video where I've been spamming a ton of trade-ups and have made more than $5,000 just the past months. And in this video, I'll be showing you guys the best trade-ups that you can do to profit right now. So I will be showing you guys a trade-up for every price range so that no matter how much Steam balance you have, you can still make money like I did. But before we start, I will be giving away an AK-47 Legion of Anubis in this video, and if you want to enter, all you have to do is just like, subscribe, and comment anything you want down below. Now for the first trade up, this is a trade up secret of mine that I have been spamming over the past year and I haven't really shown it to YouTube, but anyway, here it is. So we will be using 10 StatShack mil-spec Gamma 1 trade ups, and for this trade up you can use the Mac 10 Carnivore, the SG Ariel, and the P250 Ironclad, and you can get these skins for around 22 to 24 cents each, and the average float of the 10 skins needs to be less than 0.175. Now this average float may be a little bit hard to get, so you can also use 9 field tested and 1 minimal wear skin instead. But anyway, as long as you use buy orders, this should be very doable, and the total cost of the trade up will be around $2, and for the outcomes, we have a 20% chance to get the AWP Phobos, which will be a $4 profit. Then, the AUG will give us a $1 profit, the P90 Chopper will give us a 26 cents profit, and these two outcomes will give us losses anywhere from 45 to 31 cents each. And the profitability of this trade up is insane. It has a profitability of over 129%. Now, another really good thing about this trade up is that if you get the Sawed-Off Limelight, you can use it on this next trade up over here. So this next trade up will be a trade up for a StatShack minimal wear M4A for Desolate Space, and for this trade up you will be using 7 StatShack field tested Limelights and 3 StatTrack minimal wear Dreams and Nightmare skins. And as you can see over here, the M4A for Desolate Space will be 3 times our money. Then the rest of the Gamma skins will be some good profits, and the Dreams and Nightmare skins will only be small losses. And as you can see, for the profitability, we will be getting a profitability of over 129.45%. So this is another reason why you should try out the first trade up. And luckily we hit the AWP Phobos, which is quite nice. Now for the next trade up, I think that this is the best trade up that you can do right now personally, and I will explain why later. So I have already shown this trade up in my past videos, so I will just breeze through it. But anyway, you will be using 10 minimal wear kilowatt skins. So for this trade up, you can use the Sawed-Off Analog Input, the 5.7 Hybrid, and the MP7 Just Smile, which you can get for around $1.40 each, and the average float of the 10 skins needs to be less than 0.10. Now this trade up has made me hundreds of dollars in the past months, and my secret to doing this trade up is just setting up buy orders for the Sawed-Off Analog Input. In my experience, for some reason, all of the floats that I get from setting up buy orders from this skin are almost always low float. So I highly recommend you guys to do it as well. And one additional tip is just set up 1 or 2 buy orders at a time, so that you don't get wrecked by people who are mass selling their bad float skins. But anyway, the total cost will be around $14, and for the outcomes, we have a 1/3 chance to get the $9 profit, then a 1/3 chance to get the 30 cents profit, and a 1/3 chance to lose around $4.50. And the profitability of this trade up is not that high, but it is very spammable, so it will be quite easy to get some profits with this trade up. Now for trade up number 3, we will be doing this restricted StatShack Prisma 2 trade up, in where we will be using 6 StatShack minimal wear Prisma 2 skins and 4 StatShack Factory New Dreams and Nightmare skins. And for the Prisma 2 skins, you can use the Sawed-Off Apocalypto or the Scar 20 Enforcer, which you can get for around $1.62. And for the Dreams and Nightmare skins, you can use any of the Factory New Dreams and Nightmare skins, which you can get for around $2.40. Now the average float of the 10 skins needs to be less than 0.07, so I recommend you guys to use minimal wear skins with floats less than 0.093 and factory new skins with floats less than 0.035, and the total cost will be around $19.30. And for the outcomes, you get the $15 profit with the Mac 10 Discotheque. Then we have a 40% chance to get any of these two outcomes, which will be more than an $8 profit, and we have a 40% chance to lose around $4.50. But anyway, the profitability of this trade up is also really high. We have a profitability of over 122.54%. So this is quite a safe and a low risk trade up that will make you a ton of money. Are you looking for low float skins for your trade-ups? Well, I just found this low float skin for this print stream trade-up easily on SkinsMonkey. So SkinsMonkey is a site where you can trade your skins safely and easily to get those nasty CS2 skins. And for you guys, SkinsMonkey and I are giving out a free $5 on your first trade if you put in my code ELS. They're also giving away a bunch of free skins, and using my code you can get a 35% bonus on your deposits. So make sure to check them out, link is in the description. Now for trade up number 4, I decided to include another really cheap trade up since I know most of you guys really like these really cheap trade ups. But anyway, this is another trade up that I have shown in the channel over the past year. So this will be a mil-spec StatShack Minimal Revolution trade up in where we will be using 9 StatShack Minimal Revolution skins and 1 Factory New Dreams and Nightmare skin. And the average float of the 10 skins needs to be less than 0.0875, so I recommend you guys to use minimal war skins with floats less than 0.095, and a factory new skin with float less than 0.035, and the total cost will be around $3.26. And for the outcomes, the best outcome will be the M4A1 Emphorosaurus, which will be around a $5.50 profit. Then the M4A1, the USP, and the Glock will be some good profits as well. And the rest of the outcomes will only be some really small losses. So this is another really nice trade up. And if you are looking for a trade up to spam, I also highly recommend this one. Now on to the last trade up for this video. We will be doing quite an expensive trade up. It costs around $50, and to do it, we will be using 9 minimal wear evolution skins and 1 factory new fracture skin. So for the Revolution skins, you can use the P2K Wicked Sick or the UMP Wild Child, which you can get for around $4.50. And for the Fracture skin, you can really only use the XMN2, which you can get for $8.50. And the average float of the 10 skins needs to be less than 0.0875, so I recommend you guys to use minimal war skins with floats less than 0.095 and factory new skin with float less than 0.035. And the total cost will be around $49. And for the outcomes, you have a 45% chance to get the M4A for Temukau, then a 5% chance to get the Deagle Print Stream, then around a 50% chance to lose around $34 with both the AK Legion of Anubis and the AK Headshot. But overall, this still will be quite profitable. It has a profitability of 121.25%. So if you have at least $100 in your Steam balance, I don't see any reason why you're not spamming out this trade up, since it will make you a lot of money like I did in here. Now if you think these trade ups are really time consuming, I did a video on how I spent literally only 60 seconds to spam one trade up and how I made a ton of money. And also if you want more $1 no risk trade ups, here is a video where I showed 50 of them.